It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wife! I am a wife!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good
morning, everybody.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It is my favorite day, not just because it's Monday, because, I love Mondays. No, just kidding. It's March 18th of 2024.
Oh, it's
6
Adam
o'clock
Levine's,
on the dot.
Adam Levine's birthday today,
And
then.
it's Sam's husband's Mark's birthday.
Yeah.
And it's my birthday! I love March 18.
But I used
because
to-
it's my birthday. I never have my birthday on the radio anymore because it's always during spring break.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Usually we're on
Oh,
spring
wow.
break. I guess
Well,
this time of
happy
year.
birthday.
Well, thank you. Rilla, Ryan, Eric, and Special K. Sam is out today because it's her Ryan's birthday, too.
Yeah, they were celebrating in... Oh, yeah, there
Oh my God, what is this? That is not my song anymore. Oh my God, Righteous Gemstones.
I'm on a windowsill swimming in a creek.
Catch a crawdads and playing with a stick.
More lipstick.
And I got caught shaving. Just two little country kids outside misbehaving.
That's like the most random song.
I can't find your other song. I don't know where Sam put it. I'm driving
okay.
today, so
I
Sam's
know.
not here.
That's okay.
Happy birthday.
If you're celebrating your birthday on March 18th, well, happy birthday to us. It's also Queen Latifah's birthday and Adam Levine's birthday.
That's how I remember it.
And there's an Olympic skater who was a speed skater,
So you
Bonnie
get famous
something.
people on your birthday.
Well, everybody has a famous person on their birthday. And here's what's weird. With the rise of YouTube and YouTube stars and reality show stars, there are a lot of people who are, like, if you look up celebrity birthdays, it'll list like 25 people you've probably never heard of because you don't know their channel or you don't know their thing. You're like, who's this kid?
My daughter was like, we were at Galleria Saturday, and her friend was there later, like 30 minutes later.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh, my God, blah, blah, blah was there. I'm like, who the hell's that? Oh, he's got 7 million followers on Instagram and YouTube. He's a YouTube star.
Right.
He's from L.A., and he was just at Galleria. I'm like, I have no idea who that is.
Yep.
I don't know
Oh,
what he
you know
does,
what?
but 7 million, that's impressive.
I'm looking up to see which YouTube person might also have a birthday on my day that we might know. I don't know, but Lily Collins is also having a birthday today
Nice.
from Emily in Paris.
Which is ironic because her dad has my birthday.
Oh, really? Phil Collins has your
Collins?
birthday?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
We
how
got-
funny. Okay, somebody named Brooke Norris is a YouTube star. You might know her.
I'm a big fan.
Wait.
Caleb Marshall, YouTube star.
She related to Chuck Norris?
I have no Jack Norris.
Your
no.
daughter?
I have no idea. Rebecca Rogers is a TikTok star. Eric, you know her?
No.
No, I have no idea.
I don't know. Well, no, it's Rob Kardashian's birthday today.
Is it? I don't see it on here.
Wait, today's
March 18.
today's birthday.
Wait, which one did you point to, Eric? This guy? This guy? This guy? Solo Sikoa?
Oh, yeah.
He's a wrestler.
He's Roman Reigns' cousin.
Oh. Was Roman in our
The
studio
Rock.
and I said the wrong phrase to him?
Oh, that was McIntyre
Yeah, I don't know.
and AJ Styles.
Who knows?
You're both phenomenal.
You're phenomenal. Both of you are. No, that's my phrase. Don't say that to the other guy.
You see why they
I
make
had
money?
no idea, Kevin.
supposed to know?
They
I'm
make money
like,
off their
oh.
shirts, Roula. Like,
Jeez.
that's how they make a lot of money. Like
Yeah, I
AJ
just-
Styles, the phenomenal one.
God, there's so
And then I called
many.
them both phenomenal, and you would have thought I had, hurt a puppy in front of them. And they were like, "What are you saying?" I go, "I don't know what I'm saying."
There are
Is this
so
bad?
many TikTok stars. What are you going to do though? if TikTok disappears.
Not me, Eric. That's
Eric,
an Eric question.
you're gonna need therapy, man.
Somebody will buy it, and they'll sell it off. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen for a while if it does. But some other, like 40% of it's owned by American guys that are rich investors and stuff. So it's not like it's all China.
By the
I
way,
don't want China owning it, so that'd be great if they got it.
The former Treasury Secretary, is I think trying to buy it.
is that right?
Because he knows there's money there.
Yes,
after
there is.
17
There is definitely-
layers of YouTube stars, Eric, guess what other celebrities having their birthday today that was buried under all the
no.
YouTube stars? Does that mean they've fallen off the totem pole, like the pedestal?
Most likely.
Dane Cook.
Whatever happened to him?
Dane Cook's having a birthday today.
see him a lot
He's
on
also my
TikTok.
birthday buddy. It's not whatever happened to him. I just think he's not as present. I guess, is he not touring? It's
I
not
think
like anything happened to him where like he had some controversy and he like hit.
Well, didn't he like hook up with? He's with somebody very young, right?
I think he's in her 20s, and he's 50.
Mm-hmm.
because that's never happened in entertainment,
But
unfortunately.
he got some face work done.
Did he?
It's a little different, but he seems like a good dude on TikTok when he talks about things. And good thing about being a comedian, you can still make money anywhere. You can
Right.
do improv. You can do big arenas, small
Yeah.
arenas.
He's the one who
City tours.
single-handedly created the whole Karen thing.
Karen.
Karen.
Everybody likes her. Karen.
True.
Karen. I tried to go to I wanted to go to the rodeo on Friday because the Jonas Brothers were there and we had tickets. And y'all,
Record. The biggest record.
Yeah.
was it the biggest one of the whole rodeo?
Even made national news.
Yep.
I
Like
thought I
ever,
saw
ever,
that they had
never.
like broken a broken record or whatever. Like, oh, this one got broken and then this one broke again. But the catastrophe of weather that day, holy
Oh, yeah.
smokes, when the heavens opened up and people ran for their lives from the hail.
People don't have weather apps. And know
I
what's
guess
going
I
on.
paid
I
attention.
don't
You're like,
know.
whatever. If you were already at the rodeo that day, then it was fine because I guess you could find somewhere to hide. But if you were trying to get to the rodeo, you're like, I'm turning around. I can't make this happen. And so when we decided to cancel our plans, I was like, I can't get the whole posse into the car and get to the Ponderosa. I can't do it. Then it looked all nice and pretty, like at 7:30.
Yeah, it's supposed to
Maybe
go
8 o'clock. I was like, well, they're going to be out in 30 minutes anyway.
By
It
the time
would
you
have been
get
worth
there.
it. Yeah, it wouldn't have been worth it. But rodeo's over.
What if they lost the record by 3?
Oh, because we didn't go?
Yeah.
But I think it's bought tickets.
Yeah.
The tickets were already bought. They already counted. Saw the actual people in the seats.
That'd be like a Larry David moment.
Yeah. And I feel like, I wonder if somebody who had to be at the rodeo every day, like, there's thousands and thousands of volunteers, right? Are they like, is this like their Monday off? Like, whew, gotta take that Monday off after these 3 long weeks of the rodeo. I'm exhausted.
I saw our friend Jay, the one that was with you for Nickelback.
Oh, yeah.
With the
From Calf Scramble.
I saw his post. It had his badge and his vest thrown down. His time to put on my flip flops
Right.
and have a drink.
Well, for
Yeah,
some
it's
people,
over for a year.
some people they're in pain. They only wear boots once a year.
We're just
they
wearing
break
them
'em
every
out.
day. Because think about it, most of those people have jobs.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the volunteers are there every day for 3 weeks, and they do have full-time jobs, right? I mean, it's not a light thing. You're going from your job. You're trying to balance your job hours with your rodeo hours. When I was there for Nickelback, I did the Calf Scramble pep talk, and I got to be on the dirt. Wow, there are a lot of Nickelback fans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hardcore. And Nickelback was actually on the circular stage to the side of, where the stage is parked while the rodeo events are going on. And Nickelback was standing on that stage watching the rodeo. It was their first ever time at the rodeo.
Oh, wow.
So on my Instagram story, I had an arrow that says, that's Nickelback right there. Like, you could just see them watching. Like,
So they're watching. The spotlight's
Bronco.
not on them. They're just on the side
No,
of the
they
stage
were just
watching.
standing on the stage while it was on the side, and they're watching the rodeo events. Like, that was so cool. And man, as soon as like the lights went out, there were some ladies yelling out and letting out some yells. Like, holy smokes! Like, you think they would have given anything to jump that dirt and run to the stage?
There's not a whole lot of like rock and roll bands that
No.
are still around that are playing like that. I mean, you get like the Journeys and that play the summertime.
Yeah, the classic rock artists.
Those guys are
who-
more from 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
do we
like
call
90s,
it classic?
90s? No,
Do we call it
it's not
classic rock if it's like really? I mean, because what's
I
classic
mean,
rock
if it's
now?
30 years old, I would think that's classic rock.
Right, but 30 years old. So Nirvana is classic rock now?
I would think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Right, but how do we? But when you think classic rock, you don't categorize. You're thinking Journey,
You're thinking 70s. And
right?
Well, that was
70s,
your
like
classic
Eagles.
rock,
Late
but I'm just
60s.
saying for somebody right now, like my daughter, that would be classic rock to her. She's 24 years old. That's classic rock. Kurt Cobain has never been alive during her lifetime.
The format, but the
But we're
alternative
saying,
stations
yeah,
play
the national format of classic rock is not Kurt Cobain. It is the Eagles, right?
and some stations will try and put in like the hair bands
Poison.
from the 80s.
From the
and that,
80s.
yeah.
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
They'll try and mix that in there.
Wow.
The hodgepodge.
This
Well,
person said
yeah.
they volunteered and they only had to work 4 shifts at the rodeo. Amanda, what is your committee? And do they know you only were there 4 times?
I'm supposed to be there 20.
Is that not something? Is that the tree of trust? We're supposed to be not reading that
I
out
watch every
loud.
show.
I was wearing my badge for every show, but I didn't actually do anything.
I feel like it's over early. Like, it's only the 9th.
It went really
It
fast.
usually is around that
I
time.
guess it is.
Yeah.
It's
When did
like-
it start? The end of
On the
February.
27th. It always starts on the 27th, the 28th.
Because
We had an
it's 3
extra day
weeks.
this year because of Leap Day, 29th. So, yeah, good times.
Anybody blow it out for St. Patty's Day?
No, because
You
it was
know-
yesterday.
I went, Booster and I went down to the live broadcast.
Oh, nice. I saw
But-
Kevin Audrey there and the bagpipers and dancers.
That part of town was completely full. There was 0 parking places. If we were going to park, it would have been a mile away. Even to park close was full, and that was $30. And so they had a great turnout, I must say, because we were like, I'm just going to have to go.
Yeah, I can't make this.
I
Well, tell
can't.
me the place again.
It was
Right
right on
Little Woodrow's, right?
Yeah, up against Little Woodrow's at Rusk and St. Emmanuel.
So they
Okay,
have both
yeah, yeah,
places. The one place burned down. They used to be there, right? Or something happened. The area. What was the other bar that used to be there?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Which one? In downtown?
Well, let me tell you, as
Yeah.
we pulled down St. Emmanuel, there's this nice new apartment/condo complex that's completely curtained off, like with barriers, as if they're going to tear it down. It's like right in front of the stadium. And I'm blown away because it has this huge like metal bridge going through it. Like this place is nice. And I'm blown away that they're maybe, I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. Maybe it's moldy.
Maybe it was moldy.
Maybe it was
I don't know
moldy.
why they gotta tear down this whole place. But y'all, that part of town was so popping off for St. Patty's Day. I know Kevin and Audrey really had a great time. Well, I heard the broadcast and he was like,
You could get some free Bud Lights.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Were they green on the inside or just the metal bottles were green?
Oh, I'm sure it's the bottles. I don't
Yes,
think- I don't
both.
think it-
I think they had
They put
both.
green on the
I mean,
inside.
the bottles that they were passing out.
They were green bottles, the green
Yeah, I think-
aluminum ones.
Now, do we do anything like dye Buffalo Bayou green?
No,
you know,
like Chicago River.
does? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Chicago does it right.
You don't have to dye it green. It's
No.
already kind of strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like kind of that tinge.
And if you're actually in there, God knows what you're going to run into.
Yeah, I saw
Johnny
that.
Green, there's some dead bodies.
I don't know if it's the first year I paid attention to it on Instagram or not, but they were showing how they do the Chicago River for the
I saw
48
that.
hours
Yeah.
with this yellow stuff. It's not like a bad for you dye. It's some kind of a natural color or something. So I was like,
It's not
oh, okay.
yellow number 5.
Yeah, it's not yellow. That's what I look for, Kevin.
Now
When I
I
see-
do.
St. Patty's
when I
Day.
see
You've all
things
got
on the back-
cancer.
Yeah, on the back of the packaging of things that are colored, I always want to see, is it like the dye, like yellow 5 and C or blue 10? Or is it like turmeric and beet juice
There you
or
go.
whatever
That's
it is?
good.
You know what I mean? They use like the turmeric type, not the yellow 5, numbers 7, 10, blue, blah, blah, blah.
So starting at 7 o'clock, since it's your birthday, don't forget, we got to
Oh,
turn
yeah.
to QVC. And
It's HSN and QVC birthday wheel.
we really got to sign up and join their club. So
Oh, so we have a claim number or whatever it's
Yeah.
called?
It's got to be under somebody else's name. We learned that I'm banned from it.
Yeah, you're
permanently
banned.
because whoever had my address before me was a deadbeat and didn't pay, and now they won't take me.
Sam got underwear.
Yes, but I had to buy it from Victoria's Secret because we forgot to write down the item number. Oh, and we couldn't
So
get
that's
it.
good stuff,
So I
though.
bought
Eric,
her
you got a
5 pairs
blender.
of
Kevin
underwear
got a
from Victoria's
Snuggie.
It was a blender I got.
Or a hoodie.
Yeah, it was a blender.
You got a
right?
blender. I just give you the cash.
You got cash. Just did the cash.
I got an UGG
And you wear
hoodie.
it all the time.
Yeah, almost
Very
every day.
cozy in
It's
here.
very comfortable.
So
Yeah,
what's
we'll
it
need
going
it
to be
this
today?
morning.
If it's your birthday today or anybody in your life's birthday any day, you can always play this game along too because it's, roulette time. Like you just go to HSN, Home Shopping Network, or QVC, whichever one you find first on your provider. And whatever it is they're selling at the time you want to go there, that's what you're going to get for your birthday.
And they say you can always go to Amazon too. So yeah, but you could try that with goofy gifts and stuff. If you
Okay.
don't have it, if you don't have
Oh, that's kind of funny. But how do you
nowadays,
do that with goofy gifts? If you just go to your Amazon, whatever they're advertising,
There's like a certain
you pick
area
it?
you
It's
can
like a
click on.
banner.
Because it's under $250, $200.
Yeah.
For
And
you.
we've never gone, I think, over
$100, I think.
How much was that hoodie thing, the UGG Snuggie?
I think 80.
Okay, so that was like, we capped out at
That's
80.
probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
By the way, it's Lucky's. That was the bar.
Lucky's.
Lucky's
I
burned
used to
down?
love
I don't know
that
if it burned
place.
down, but I know it used to be over there.
Oh, yeah. We definitely used to do stuff at Lucky's.
That was a fun bar.
I've been to a lot of events at Lucky's. It's not open anymore.
It used to be Lucky's, that area. I think
Somebody tell me what that is now. What is it?
was
Theirs.
lucky.
Or was it not?
I don't know if it
It was
burned down or
not
not,
so
but
lucky.
I think Little Woodrow's has that area now for patios and stuff. I've never been down there. So I'm just hearing hearsay, scuttlebutt in the hallways.
Scuttlebutt. Well, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, when worlds collide, the Taylor Swift world, and speaking of grunge, Eddie Vedder. Why are those two names tied up in the news today? Let's talk about that in Scoop. Here's your official weather for today.
It's going to be cloudy. It looks like a high of around 70 right now, 64 degrees at 6:13 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please welcome Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
Oh my gosh, so much to cover today. Welcome back to your Monday from spring break. If that's what you're doing, you're kind of slowly getting it together after a spring break week. We're here to hold your hand.
Some people are really hungover. A little bit of green beer in the toilet right now.
Well, just because you partook does not mean you overserved.
I hope not.
To the point of you're bending over and talking to Ralph on the big white phone. How 90s is that phrase?
Ralph on the big white phone.
Okay, so people's minds were blown over the week. If you missed, like catching up on your big topics of social media as you checked out because maybe you're on vacation, you're out of town. Justin Timberlake did a show in LA. As you know, he's on tour. He'll be here December 4th in Houston. I'll tell you about how you can win tickets to 2 shows in a minute. But he brought NSYNC out on stage with him, and it was crazy. I could not take it. I was watching all the reels because at first I saw a reel and there he was doing Bye Bye Bye, and I only saw Chris Kirkpatrick and JC, and I go, oh, is it just those 2? No, it was all of them. It was an NSYNC reunion. It was so great. So everyone in the comments like, please, Justin, do this when you come to my city. Please, Justin, do this. I'm gonna guess it was a one time, but I think it's a little teaser maybe for a little bit down the line. What do we always say? NSYNC's never going to have a reunion unless JT really needs it. And it seems like there's been a little bit of a running in mud situation for JT lately. That's the new NSYNC song. They debuted the new NSYNC song they're doing together. Oh, come on, tour. Let's go, BSB NSYNC double tour.
Did you hear the new album? Did you listen to JT's album? There are some toe tappers on there.
Are there?
Really?
Yes.
So you feel like Selfish should not have been the first release? Do you feel like
Selfish should not have been the release. What I like is most of the other ones. I can't play the second one that I like because it's called Effing Up the Disco.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, but there's
I don't think that's the process.
Sometimes he goes a little overboard with all the filters and the processing.
I'm enjoying it. I'm not listening, I guess, for that because I already know as a pop star, you got processed as a kid till now.
Yeah.
So Paradise is the new song with NSYNC. JT did surprise audience with NSYNC reunion on stage. Amazingness. And December 4th, he's going to be here in Houston. If you go to krbe.com, you'll see all the details on how you can score tickets for his show here and then score tickets for his show in Miami. We have a chance to send you not only to the Houston show, but when you win tickets to the Houston show, you're going to become a finalist for the summer show in Miami. So just listen for Justin Timberlake to tell you to be the caller between 9:05 and 5:05 every hour, Monday through Friday. You have a chance to hear JT say hello.
How cool would that be? See him in Houston and then go to another city.
What's the overhead going to be? Think about that. He's got to fly all of them out, put them all on the tour.
Hold on, I gave you the wrong information.
What are you giggling at?
Oh, dear.
I gave you the wrong time.
Oh,
Just Monday.
Not 9:05 to 5:05.
No,
That's
Monday
something
9
else.
to 5.
No, look at that. Look what that says right there. That's that part. Resume Monday.
Yeah, but that's for the other thing.
But this is connected to that sentence. Hold on. I can't tell you what the sentence is.
live on air?
I can't tell you what the sentence is because it's a secret.
Oh.
And so the secret was connected to the Justin Timberlake information. Anyway, we're giving away tickets to see JT at the Toyota Center show December 4th. You win those, you become a finalist to see him in Miami this summer, which is the June 15th show. Listen between 9 and 5. 9 and 5.
Yeah.
Caller 104.
That's what I say, 9 to 5.
I know, but look at how that says that.
No, I don't know why that's even in there.
I don't know why that's in there either.
One time, didn't it say something weird? That wasn't even the right artist.
Oh, yeah, you can tell when somebody's when somebody is copying and pasting something.
Or something.
They're like,
that doesn't make sense.
We didn't put the right artist in
Or
there.
the year or something.
It just did a Ron Burgundy, you know.
Well, because sometimes you just pull that information up live as you're going into it live on the air, and whatever is in front of you, you got to trust that it's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the comparison to Eddie Vedder and Taylor Swift and how they connect in this story today in your pop culture news. Eddie Vedder took his daughter, who was a huge Swiftie, of course, to her show and was reminded, he says, of the camaraderie of the punk rock community that he grew up with. And he says, I know you're probably rolling your eyes at that comparison, but hear me out. Making friendship bracelets with her and the generosity of these young girls and boys, trading these bracelets with different messages on them, lyrics and song titles, just acts of goodwill on these little bracelets. They found their tribe. They're all agreeing on something. It was galvanizing and powerful, he said.
I get what he's saying.
The Grateful Dead, they do that.
Yeah.
Did they really?
They travel. They sold. That's how they made their money. They sold their shirts and
Tie-dye,
acid
merchandising.
drugs.
They sold drugs. No.
Shocking statement. I don't think I can identify a Grateful Dead song.
I only know like Touch of Grey and Truckin' and like
I know it's like all
the radio
tie-dye
hits.
and
That was
Jerry
like-
Garcia, but
it's
I
a
don't know
distinct
their
sound.
That was
music.
too hippie-ish for me. But as far as what Eddie Vedder is saying, I agree with it because I was that grunge generation, and you did feel a sense of community. You went to these shows, it was a little bit more rough. We were doing mosh pits, and but everybody was there for a common love of the music. And,
You can definitely pick out that voice.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah, there was,
imitated him.
There was a U2 like Kennedy Center Honors thing that came across my Instagram because I had gone to go see them at the Sphere. So then now my algorithm has all this U2 stuff. And Eddie Vedder was chosen to sing one of the U2 songs. I did not enjoy it.
nah,
He's got a very distinctive, unique
Nice
voice.
guy.
it's like an acquired
Didn't
taste.
like that U2 song that he did in
I
his
like
voice.
him a lot.
I've only met him once, and that was when I say met. I was just 10 feet away at Wrigley Field.
You just saw him.
I was up in the box by
You were
Harry
in the same
Carey. and-
airspace as him.
Yeah, I was by Harry Carey, and then he was coming over to meet Harry Carey.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I was security, so I couldn't talk to him.
Got to bring him out on stage in front of 80,000 people.
I didn't get to hang out with him.
Yeah, it was fun.
I only know Harry Carey from the parody of him on Saturday Night Live from Will Ferrell wearing giant glasses and shaking his head when he talked.
Yeah, if you're under 30, you would never know who he is. Especially
I
if
know-
if you're under
Wait,
50, you
well,
wouldn't
I
know.
don't
Yeah,
think you
growing
would have
up
known.
here-
I would
Well, you
never
should
know who
know.
he was if
I don't
Will
really know.
Ferrell did
Never
not
really
satirize
heard.
him.
Actually,
They
if
really-
you grew up watching the Astros, you would, because they played each other all the time, and he was WGN was the big. That's how come so many people are Cub fans and Brave fans. Braves were on
Because of
TBS,
the Superstation.
and WGN was all over the United States, and they had day games. They had no nighttime.
So he
games.
was the TV announcer, not the radio announcer.
He did both. He did
Okay.
3 innings TV, 3 innings radio.
What was his catchphrase?
Holy cow!
Holy cow.
Was it really? Because that was
Holy Toledo.
Milo
was
Hamilton's Holy Toledo.
Yeah.
What about Toledo? What's so holy about it? Oh.
And then he'd also he'd be bored during the game, and he'd like, Ryan Chase,
He'd be
what would his
bored.
name be backwards? And then he'd be like, Chase over
Oh my God.
just to kill time.
I only know
That's
this
his
man
crutch, his
from
time-
Will
his
Ferrell's
time
parody
filler.
because I was not a baseball person growing up. Really, baseball was at the bottom of my top of the 3: football, baseball, basketball.
Oh, no.
I was basketball primarily growing up. It's
faster.
My first memory of a professional sport that I got emotionally tied to was the Houston Rockets, and then the Oilers into the Texans, but they turned into the Texans when I was living in Philly. So I remember I was trying to get Texans news while I was in
They
Philadelphia.
didn't really turn into the Texans. The Texans were launched as a brand
Well, that's
new
what I'm saying.
team.
They launched as the Texans when
And
I
there
was
was
living
a-
in Philly, so I felt like I couldn't get enough information because
Yeah.
we didn't have social media. So and they weren't going to cover it in Philly news.
Yeah, no
they only
way.
covered it for like a blip. Oh, Texans are 6 now.
Because there was quite a few years where we had no professional sports team here, no football team.
But we always had the Astros. First, the Colt 45s and the Astros. And then I didn't get into the Astros world until 2017.
And the Astros,
A lot of people, I'll admit it, I was a bandwagon fan. I didn't get it until
you were
I got
going,
it.
You were going when they sucked.
Oh, man, the 100+ season losses? Oh, yeah, I was going to all those. I probably went to more of those games
Yeah.
in the first, I guess it was that 2015, 16? Yeah, 2017, I remember that we hadn't been to a game in such a long time
You were
because they
going
had
like
lost
13
so many.
and 14 whenever Crane bought the team, right? Because you were friends with the
Oh, yes. What year was that Crane bought the team? I went that first season so
Then he
much.
brought Jeff, what was his name? Lunthau or Lunthar?
Luno.
Luno? Or
We had him on the show.
he came in the studio.
Yes.
And we're like, what are your guys' plans? You guys are like the Lastros.
the Astros.
Remember? He's like, oh, we got a plan. We're going to, for 3 years, and then this is going to happen. And
It's all statistics.
it worked.
And it worked. And then 2017, I went to the Game 7 against the Yankees for the ALDS, and I was too nervous. I was like, I don't know why my husband bought these tickets. I'm too nervous to be sitting here because I'll be really mad if we don't win.
Somebody said the only thing I remember about WGN is Bozo the Clown. Did you guys watch Bozo the Clown?
No.
No, I
Here?
didn't.
Because I grew up watching Bozo. Because it was like, I wanted to go see him, but you had tickets were like a year out.
Really?
To see a guy named Bozo.
You
I
went-
watched
he was-
Homie the Clown.
yeah, homie, don't
in
play
living
that.
color.
Yeah.
Bozo,
In
you won like
living
buckets. They had
color.
like 5 buckets, and you had a ping pong ball, and you had to get in each bucket. And if you won like a G.I. Joe, the Rattler. Which
So it's
is
like a rodeo
Like a
game.
big.
Then you build up to a Schwinn bike and $50.
Wow. Fancy.
yeah.
It's like Carney games on television.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
is.
watched. And little parody jokes.
Yeah, where do the carnival people go now? Now that the rodeo's over, they pack up their trailer
They're on
and
their way
move
to the
on
next
to the
one.
next.
There's
carnival.
another
They're
carnival
Probably in
or
San
rodeo
Antonio before
festival.
that. Then they come over here
Yeah.
maybe. And then
Is it the same thing
State
though? Like
fair.
that same giant claw ride
Yes.
is going
Oh,
with all
yes.
the carnies?
Yes,
It's all one
yes.
big
They
just
package.
pack it up. They go on the road.
RCS, RSC, something
Yeah,
like
whatever
that.
that is.
RPG.
They're all the same.
I don't know.
RPG?
All right, we're gonna go around the table coming up next.
Oh, we also got tons of listener line
Yeah,
calls.
I was checking the listener line during spring break.
We're
and
still on there in spring break, but we have a bunch of.
I want to know what you guys are talking about because there's a call about somebody's past numbers on here, Eric.
Past numbers, like cell phone numbers? Like your first cell phone number ever?
Numbers of
conquests.
Yes, of conquests. Apparently, you guys are talking about this.
I have to think about what we did.
Unless somebody just randomly left that and we
Somebody
didn't talk
just
about that
decided
at
to
all.
brag.
No, I think we did talk about somebody who called in with her mate snooped and saw their list on their phone.
Okay, well, let's check in with
I'll
the
look
listener
for it.
line calls. If you call the listener line, you could be the star of the next segment on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Ladies and
It's time to check in with Roula and Ryan's listener line.
You have 912 messages.
Ew. Screw you, clown.
you are a know-it-all, know nothing. Really?
104.1 KRBE.
All right, the number
yay.
is 713-278-VENT, and I encourage you, we are spotlighting women all month long.
It
all
is
the ladies
National
of
Women's
Houston.
History Month, guys. And instead of National Women in the Spotlight, we are going to put you in the spotlight. Call us about a fabulous, fascinating woman in your life, someone who maybe mentors you, someone who inspires you, someone who's raised you, somebody you're related to, somebody you work with, somebody you see all the time that does a great thing for
Please
the world.
put their name in there, though. I mean, I was checking it during spring break, and there were a lot of beautiful, beautiful spotlights, but they didn't say the name.
Yep.
Of the person.
And well, we have 10 days left.
And you can say your name and how
for
you know
us
that person.
on air. Mm-hmm. So and then that's 20 more. So now's your chance to call in and leave a message.
Get a spotlight in there.
Again, that number is 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone. And then people call us with comments about other things we're talking about in the course of the show, whether they're listening on podcast in the afternoon or when the show is airing live right now.
All right, Eric. So last week you were on the show while I was out for spring break. I don't know who. Everybody was kind of trickling in and out, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Like
worked.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were live shows. Monday and
Yeah.
Fridays were best of shows.
Okay. But you guys must have been talking about somebody's numbers.
Ahmad, I told him to pull up. There was a panic button on Thursday.
So I have this pretty major problem on my phone, and I don't know why I have it. I just do. I have this list of guys that I've been with in the past, and I kind of told a little fib, maybe bigger than a fib, to my current man that, I hadn't been with all those people. I haven't been with so many people, and now he's totally pissed. He's seen the list. He thinks I'm promiscuous. He's worried that I'm dating somebody else, cheating on him. And, I mean, he couldn't be more angry from him. I'm, fighting for our relationship. And now, he's to the point where he's questioning even if our baby is his. It's ridiculous. He's so angry that he just can't see through the woods anymore. And our relationship is falling apart.
I think it's contact tracing. She's got a list just like that you do on an airplane. You got to make sure you.
I can understand why he's questioning things.
Well, he's stupid, though.
You lied to him.
Well, I mean,
it was omission.
That's a
here's
lie
the-
by
here's
omission.
The part that I can't.
Doesn't hurt anybody,
I,
doesn't
I
really
caught
hurt.
on right away. She
No,
opens
your
the call
past
by
is your
saying,
past.
"I don't know why I have this. I just do." She just made a file of all the people in her phone.
she bored one
So
day.
she wants her to just remember it one
It
day.
helps you sleep. You count
okay.
sheep on
Yeah.
the bed. You just count all the conquests.
Count your lovers.
Does that guy count?
Well,
Kind of halfway.
It
My shirt was
inspired-
off. Does that count? That's all that happened?
There was physical contact, but not that much of it. So if there was a kiss, we'll put him on the
So we're
list
playing
too.
this because somebody left a listener line about it?
Yep, he found out a little something.
I was married for 2 years, and she was only 19. I was 25. It was supposed to be 4 guys that she had been with. In year 2 of marriage, she was talking to her best friend, and she shared a screenshot of her list, and it was over 20. I think it was 26, and she was only 19. I don't think a guy being with that many girls or a girl being with that many guys it's good. They tend to make bad decisions, and my young sister doesn't want a guy that has been with a lot of girls, and it's true because they tend to get bored. Eventually, he'll cheat.
Wait, he was with
Wait,
his
I don't understand.
girlfriend.
Is he calling about his sister's list?
He was calling about his, and then he was talking about his sister as well. But he's saying he was married to this girl,
She's not married no longer.
and she was only 19 and had already been with 26 guys. He found out. She had always told him that it was
What
4.
does the sister have to do with this?
Maybe to help as a point? Maybe to
Yeah.
help
What
point?
now?
He's talking about
Like a guy with
She
that
showed
many
their
would get
sister
bored?
a
Yeah.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Okay. I don't know
That is I'd be a little upset if you told me your number was 4
Well, his
when you were
point-
19 and then you found out that it was actually 26.
And also to his point, he said, let's just pretend like the number doesn't matter. If it's that high, that guy is going to get bored and probably cheat on you.
Yeah, maybe he's
Would you say he got it out of his system? Maybe not. Maybe it's just his pattern.
it's like people that all of a sudden they get a new car every 2 years. Do they think they'll ever stop, or they'll always want to get new vehicles? They're never satisfied with what they have.
I'm looking at two people who do that.
Yeah. It's called a lease. 3 years.
I had my last car for like 9 years. And
Ryan's not a car guy.
No, I'm not. It's just
If you
fun to
lease
get
a
you
car,
to
you
and
got to
from.
roll out of it every 3 years. Unless you have to lump something by it. The last one I had, I really wanted to keep it, but it wasn't going to be worth keeping it. I was like, I really want to keep my car for another couple of years, but I don't want to buy this car. I just get another one. I really was sad about that one. I missed that one.
Well, there might be something to that.
What, but the 3 years?
But because if someone's always looking,
for the
they're
new
never
partner.
satisfied. They always want something more.
Yeah,
They
that
just think
was.
something
I mean,
better's out there.
I don't think he's wrong on that point of view. If you've been with that many people, then you're constantly jumping around. How are you going to settle down? Especially when they're. It's not like the guy was 46; he was 26.
Yeah,
still a lot of oats to sell.
Still a lot of life left too.
All right, how about a married couple here? The husband's feelings are hurt right now because there was an opportunity for them to be romantic, and she didn't want to do it.
I've been married over 20 years, and my teenager was taking a nap in the family room, and my husband was like, hey, let's go take a shower. And I said, no, that's kind of weird. What if she wakes up? Plus, I just wasn't in the zone. And he's been acting like his feelings were hurt about it all week. Am I wrong?
Your kid's asleep on the couch. No, you're not wrong.
He's still
and he's like, let's go.
He's been pouting
But
all
also,
week.
she'd been holding back for the rest of the week. Like, for the whole week, what?
Yeah, that's not nice.
Well, she's not going to get in the mood, Kevin, if he's sitting there still giving her a hard time about the time that their kid was asleep and he didn't want to.
No, well,
he's
now
like,
it's getting to
missed
the point where he's
opportunity.
like, man, I ain't getting anything, ever.
What is it you always say, Kevin? Bee what?
A bee's got a sting. I didn't say that. One of our listeners did, but I always say it. Anyway.
All right, now one more.
Sleep on the couch. I'm sorry, that is way too tricky.
Yeah.
Especially because they're teenagers. They're not totally oblivious to what life is going on.
Close the door. Close the door and lock the door.
That's scarring material. That's like therapy.
No.
Yeah, but don't they have a master bedroom or primary suite that's got like the?
But she doesn't
the
even
bathroom
want the
built
kid
into
to
it?
even know they're in there. She doesn't even want any of that topicality coming
They're a
up.
teenager. They know what the birds and the bees are.
Yeah, they should be happy.
Okay.
Their parents are acting.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you
Time for
what's
news.
going down.
Whether you were done or not, we're done.
Whether I was done or not. All right. How about Roula? Go ahead and say your Go Cougs.
Go, Cougs!
They got the top seed, named number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. They take on Longwood on Friday in Memphis to get their March Madness run started.
See who was with Tillman and the team at the Post
Drake.
Hotel?
Did not.
It was Drake.
Yeah.
I let people try and guess first, Ryan, but go ahead.
That was the next story.
So let really guess. It's her birthday.
Yay. It was Drake.
He paid a surprise visit to UH basketball players
Is it
and the
really a
fans.
surprise? He's basically living here now. Shock me with somebody else. Was it JT? Was it, Katy Perry?
He was with them at the game.
It was
the
Drake.
Rockets game
That's
too
a
during
big.
the day.
That's a big visit.
It is a big
That's
visit.
the biggest
but I feel
star.
like
That's the
he's
biggest
here all the time.
performer.
He was here for Bun B.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Drake said, Houston's his
lives here.
second home. This is not a shocker anymore.
You know what? I believe he's registered to vote in Katy. I read a story about him.
Drake?
Just him and Justin
because
Bieber are
he's
registered
making
to
this,
vote in Katy.
his second
What?
home.
They both did it?
Yes, I'm going to look up the story.
I gotta
because
hear
you guys
this
are
story.
side-eyeing
Drake
me.
and who else did you say?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber's
But why
Canadian. How
Justin
can he
Bieber
vote?
of all
So is
people?
Drake.
You can become.
Is he a U.S. citizen now?
Citizen? I don't know if residents can vote, but
Bieber might because, well, no, he married an American. So that's why he could live here. Because you can only live so many days in America, right?
Who? Justin Bieber?
Like Drake. Like he can have a second home here, but he can't live here 365. You have to
Have a
leave.
I
visa?
don't know how that works, but you were saying who
I guess
got married.
taxes
You
was.
said he married an American. You're talking about Justin Bieber. Yeah.
Babe was her name.
Okay.
Haley Baldwin.
So the rodeo's over. I want to give a props to this young lady, Eliza Hoffman. She's a Clear Springs High School senior. She was named the school art grand champion this year for her painting Warriors of the Great Spirit. Her painting is amazing. It's on cron.com. It sold for $275,000.
Wow, how much of that does she get? Holy smokes.
That's awesome.
I mean,
Damn.
it is
That's
amazing.
amazing.
It's like, wow.
Dude, I saw some of that rodeo art. It's unreal that was done with like matte pencils or sketch
Oh, yeah.
pencils.
The hard part is like
It's so 3D.
you do that when you're young. It's like, how do I ever try and top that?
I don't think you need to, because
Can't.
that just pays for your college, and you're good. Go figure something else out.
You just want to do more.
$275,000 for a painting. You certainly do another painting after that.
That's awesome.
All right, that's what's going down in H-Town.
I have the story from Cron.com.
Yes.
Hip hop and R&B artists Chris Brown, Drake, 50 Cent, The Game, and Trey Songz are all found to be registered to vote at one address in the Houston suburb Katy.
One address, the same
Just by
address?
fake that.
The homeowners say that they had no idea this happened, and they've never seen any of those artists hanging around. Most likely, it's the result of one very creative person taking advantage of a federal law, allowing people to register without a social security number or driver's license number.
What?
So someone else registered these
Yeah,
people.
they're not going to be able to. Can they vote? They can't vote.
So they're not
Well,
actually.
they could
It's
now.
not really that.
Voting fraud, isn't it?
That I probably
yeah,
would
I
be.
think you got to show up with your license. You can't just like
You
walk
do.
in and say, I want to vote. You have to have identification.
Well, Drake's ID doesn't say Drake. So does it say Aubrey? What's his name? Aubrey Graham. Aubrey Graham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's not
What's-
his legal name. Is
And then
not.
50 Cent's name is
Jackson.
Hello, Mr. Cent. I mean, it's not going to be like that.
Okay, coming up next, I'm going to tell you how you're going to score Jennifer. Justin Timberlake tickets, not Jennifer Lopez tickets, because she
quit.
She stopped her tour.
I ain't coming to Houston.
Justin Timberlake is coming here, and he's going to Miami, and we want to send you to both. We'll give you all the details of that next on the Roula and Ryan Show.